His name echoes through the corridors of time like thunder, king of the four corners of the ancient world, Cyrus the Great, one of the most renowned conquerors and statesmen of his era, credited with playing a pivotal role in the formation and expansion of the Persian Empire, a vast dominion that stretched from the sun-kissed plains of Media to the luxurious cities of Babylon. His dynasty, known as the Achaemenid dynasty, would shape the course of history for centuries to come. It wasn't the legendary military achievements or the strategic and tactical brilliance only, but what truly set Cyrus apart was his qualities as a leader, a rare combination of charisma, wisdom, and compassion, traits that people admired and earned him the title of the father of his people. He was one of the earliest examples of a declaration of human rights, with its emphasis on religious tolerance and cultural diversity. But how did this remarkable journey begin? Who was this man who would go on to reshape the map of the ancient world? To answer that question, we must delve into the chronicles of Persian mythology, where the tale of Cyrus's birth is surrounded by mystery and intrigue. According to Herodotus, the Greek historian, Cyrus's grandfather, Astyages, the last Median king, was troubled by a series of prophetic dreams foretelling the rise of a new ruler who would overthrow him. In one particularly ominous dream, he saw a vine growing from his daughter's womb, its branches stretching across the land and threatening to swallow his kingdom. Terrified by this vision, Astyages ordered his daughter Mandane to marry an ordinary Persian nobleman and sent them away to live in obscurity. But fate, it seems, had other plans. Mandane gave birth to a son, Cyrus, whose destiny would be shaped by the very dreams that had foretold his birth. His grandfather ordered his death, but Cyrus was saved by a loyal servant, and he was raised in secret. When the king learned of his grandson's survival, some sources suggest that he ordered his death to eliminate the threat to his reign. However, due to the intervention of various individuals, including members of the royal court who sympathized with Cyrus's case, Astyages ultimately spared his grandson's life. Instead of executing him, he put him into exile under the care of trusted guardians. As Cyrus grew older, he remained hidden from his grandfather's court, waiting for the opportunity to reclaim his birthright. Eventually, when he felt confident, he formed alliances with neighboring tribes and kingdoms that were dissatisfied with Median rule, launched a rebellion against his grandfather's regime, and formed an army. He then invaded Media, using a combination of cunning tactics and overwhelming force to achieve victory. One of his key advantages was his innovative use of cavalry, which allowed his armies to move quickly and strike decisively against the Medes. This mobility proved crucial in outmaneuvering the slower-moving forces and exploiting weaknesses in their defenses. The battle of the campaign took place at Pasargadae in the heart of Media. Here, Cyrus's forces clashed with the armies of his grandfather Astyages, the king of Media, in a fierce and bloody confrontation. Cyrus's superior tactics and disciplined troops carried the day, securing a decisive victory that shattered Median resistance and paved the way for the fall of Media. Cyrus the Great's conquest of Media was a pivotal moment in his rise to power and the establishment of the Persian Empire. Media, a formidable kingdom located in modern-day Iran, posed a significant challenge to Cyrus's ambitions for dominance in the region. Following his triumph at Pasargadae, Cyrus pressed his advantage, launching a relentless campaign of conquest across Media. City after city fell to his forces as the Medes, demoralized by their defeat at Pasargadae, offered little resistance. Within a short span of time, Cyrus had succeeded in establishing his control over the region, securing a vital foothold in the heart of the ancient Near East, and setting the stage for further conquests and the eventual establishment of one of history's greatest empires. His next conquest was Lydia, another significant milestone in his quest for greatness. Lydia, located in Western Asia Minor, modern-day Turkey, was renowned for its wealth and strategic importance. However, the Lydian kingdom, ruled by the legendary King Croesus, presented formidable challenges to Cyrus's ambitions. Carefully planning his approach, Cyrus launched the campaign against Lydia. The Battle of Thymbra, a bloody clash between Cyrus's forces and the armies of King Croesus, ended in great victory for Cyrus. Following his triumph at Thymbra, Cyrus seized control over Lydia. City after city fell to his forces. In a matter of months, Cyrus had succeeded in establishing his control over the region. Cyrus's conquest of Lydia would pave the way for further conquests and the eventual establishment of one of history's most formidable empires. The conquest of Babylon by Cyrus the Great stands as one of the most remarkable triumphs in ancient history. Babylon, with its towering walls and legendary wealth, was considered one of the greatest cities of the ancient world. To conquer such a formidable fortress required not only military might, but also cunning strategy and diplomatic skills. Cyrus laid siege to the city and put pressure on King Nabonidus and his supporters, who found themselves increasingly isolated and vulnerable. Then he employed a clever plan to gain entry to the city. According to ancient sources, Cyrus diverted the course of the Euphrates River, which flowed through Babylon, allowing his troops to enter the city under the cover of darkness through the dry riverbed. With his forces inside the city walls, Cyrus's armies launched a surprise attack on Babylon's defenders, catching them off guard and quickly gaining control of key strategic points. Nabonidus, realizing that the city was lost, fled in disgrace, leaving Babylon to fall into Cyrus's hands. With the fall of Babylon, Cyrus secured control over one of the wealthiest and most powerful cities in the ancient world. His conquest marked the beginning of a new era in Mesopotamian history. The conquest of Babylon was achieving what many thought impossible, the overthrow of one of the greatest cities of antiquity. Cyrus's conquests of Media, Lydia, and Babylon cemented his reputation as one of history's greatest conquerors, his name whispered in terror and reverence from the shores of the Mediterranean to the mountains of Central Asia. Yet, for all his triumphs, Cyrus was not content to merely conquer. He also sought to rule with wisdom and compassion. He implemented policies of religious tolerance and cultural diversity, earning him the loyalty of his subjects and the respect of his enemies. The CYRUS Cylinder, discovered in modern-day Iraq in 1879, is a fascinating artifact that provides valuable insight into the reign of Cyrus the Great and his policies of governance. This ancient clay cylinder, dating back to the 6th century BCE, is inscribed with cuneiform script. It has the declaration of Cyrus's conquest of Babylon and his restoration of various religious and cultural practices. It serves as a testament to Cyrus's policy tolerance and his efforts to foster harmony among the diverse peoples of his empire. The inscription describes how Cyrus, upon conquering Babylon, allowed the exiled peoples of various religions and ethnicities to return to their homelands and rebuild their temples. This act of magnanimity earned Cyrus a reputation as a liberator and a champion of human rights. Moreover, the CYRUS Cylinder also sheds light on Cyrus's administrative policies and his efforts to promote justice and equality within his empire. The inscription describes how Cyrus abolished forced labor and slavery, restored confiscated property to its rightful owners, and instituted measures to protect the rights of all citizens, regardless of their background or beliefs. It is regarded as one of the earliest examples of a declaration of human rights, with its emphasis on religious freedom, cultural diversity, and the rights of conquered peoples serving as a model for subsequent civilizations. It serves as a reminder of the enduring importance of tolerance, compassion, and respect for diversity in the governance of human affairs. But even the mightiest of empires are not immune to the ravages of time. In his final campaign against the Massagetae, a fierce tribe from Central Asia, Cyrus met his match. Despite his legendary skill as a tactician and warrior, he was outmaneuvered by the cunning queen and her fierce warriors. In the end, Cyrus fell on the battlefield, his dreams of conquest shattered and his empire thrown into disarray. However, the exact circumstances of his death remain a subject of debate among historians, and the role of the Massagetaean queen, Tomyris, in his demise is based on accounts that may be exaggerated or mythical. Cyrus the Great's tomb is located in Pasargadae, Iran, which was once the capital of the Achaemenid Empire. It remained remarkably well preserved over the centuries, due to a combination of its cultural, historical, and architectural significance. Cyrus the Great is revered as a founding figure in Iranian identity, and his tomb holds immense cultural and historical importance for Iranians. It serves as a symbol of national pride and heritage, a tangible link to a glorious past that continues to resonate with people to this day. Many Iranians and people around the world view Cyrus as a symbol of progressive leadership and ethical governance, and his tomb serves as a tangible reminder of these values. And so ended the life of Cyrus the Great, a man whose legacy would endure long after his passing. From humble beginnings to the heights of power, his story is a testament to the power of ambition and the indomitable spirit of humanity. Though his empire eventually fell to the sands of time, his vision of a united Persia endured, leaving an indelible mark on the pages of history.